Yo, what up? This is Rap Hits. Look, 1090J and Remo from No Jumper. Yo, they was trying to put dirt on Larry Hoover's name, trying to talk about he told on somebody back in 1968 because they saw this newspaper article. And so this newspaper article was written the way they wanted to write it. It wasn't something that Larry did. Like they tried to act like he told on his ops because he got shot at school or something, you know what I'm saying? He had got shot at, and then I guess he actually took a bullet or something. And then they acted like Larry, back in 1968, he was like 19 or something. They acted like he had said something and said the ops did that, you know what I'm saying? So they knew who to get after that. Well, they just talked to White 100 had found the dude that did the shooting. And he talked to the dude, and his name is James Highsmith. And he confirmed that Larry never told on him.
Now, I want to make that part clear. Out the gate, the shooter, Mr. James Highsmith, just said it was a bunch of people in the hallway. Larry Hoover never told on him. Let's keep it rolling.
They didn't need Larry Hoover to tell. First of all, and secondly, and more importantly, is that the whole narrative that the newspaper had and a lot of people was repeating in a lot of books never did happen like that. And as long as he wasn't with me, he was down the hallway. And nobody tell me to burn that man. Two girls came and told me that they was coming down there to jump on me, but I could have left, but I had a pistol, so I waited for him. And that's what happened.
Okay. He said the other individual that was named in the newspaper article, where they said he told James burn Larry Hoover, said that never happened. Dude was way down the hallway somewhere. He said two girls told him they called Larry and them to come jump on him. So instead of leaving, he had a pistol, so he waited on them to show up. And when they showed up, he got busy. Let's keep it going.
Got you. So y'all had y'all personal issues, regardless of what it was. You was the shooter. It was a bunch of people in the hallway that probably gave description or probably knew who you was or saw whatever it was they saw. But with you fighting the case, Larry Hoover was never a name that cooperated against you, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that, plus, he couldn't have never cooperated with me because I already pleaded out. You know, and the paperwork is that Larry Hoover never made a statement, period.
Now, he further goes on to say, Larry Hoover never made a statement on him, period, and he pleaded out. Wasn't no statement there. Let's keep it rolling. Again, supporting what I thought happened, that with this whole newspaper article, they putting what they want to put in there. Remember, man, like, information to tear you down. They try to do it to me every day. If I wasn't a strong individual I was, I'd have been around off the internet. But listen, my support system, my mental, it don't matter. Let's keep it rolling.
That's what your paperwork read.
My paperwork wasn't no statement made by Larry Hoover, so it wasn't no paperwork opinion.
Got you. Now, another thing is, because I'm going to be real, brother, because this is dangerous waters for me, but I feel like I got a platform and I've done time.
So that newspaper article from 1968 could have been AI written. It could have, we don't even know if that's real, that newspaper. I guess 1090J is acting like he did his research and it's legit, but it's just what the newspaper, how they wanted to word it. You know what I'm saying? So they worded it how they wanted to. James Highsmith, the one that actually did the shooting, is saying that, nah, Larry didn't tell. He didn't make no statements. So, you know what I'm saying? This was some weak attempt to discredit Larry Hoover, and then Remo was involved in this. This is something that they should have just kind of let go. Because first of all, I mean, to me, it almost looks like a setup at this point. Because Larry could actually get a state pardon now. Now that Trump took care of the federal pardon, all he needs now is a state pardon. But in between time, he's actually out of the federal facilities where they wasn't letting him get out that room. He was locked down like 23 hours a day or more. It might have been 24 hours a day. Who knows? But at least 23 hours a day, they're saying he was locked down in that federal facility. He was being treated like a terrorist or something. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Limited contact with anybody. He's just sitting there. It's almost like solitary, I guess, basically, for the last 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So when he was in the state, he was able to move around when he was in the state pen. You know what I'm saying? That's when he had got caught up on some stuff, because he was, you know what I'm saying? I guess they say he was moving around pretty good when he was in the state. You know what I'm saying? So now he's back there in Dixon, Illinois. They're saying he's back in the state and he's moving around. But look, it's like, to me, I think 1090 Jake might be working with them peoples, man. Maybe even Remo, because what was their motive behind putting this out? I think they don't understand what they're dealing with, or they might have done it intentionally. Because look, did they want someone to crash out on them? That's going to just ruin Larry's chances even more. If somebody crashes out on 1090 Jake or Remo for putting that false paperwork out, that's going to just ruin Larry's chances even more. They're trying to paint the picture like, look, see, I told you, Larry's a bad guy. They want this paperwork to cause the a GD to crash out or something. And you know what I'm saying? I think everyone should know not to do nothing right now, because at this point, Larry could get a state pardon. They want somebody to do something stupid right now in the name of Larry Hoover or the GDs, just because, you know, and try to make it harder for him to get that pardon. So I would say that any GD that wants to I know a lot of GDs are upset right now with what 1090 Jake put out. You know what I'm saying? WAC 100 cleared his name. WAC 100 went and called the shooter, James Smith, and you know what I'm saying? He told everyone that Larry did not do that. You know what I'm saying? Larry did not put no statement on him, and he cleared his name. So now I know this is something to where a lot of people are upset now with 1090 Jake. I don't think 1090 Jake knows what he's getting involved in. Like, it don't even seem like he's aware of the you know what I'm saying, the GDs like that. He doesn't understand that this is not nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? He could have kept that to himself. Remo too. I don't know if Remo's gonna still be on no jumper, but I mean, I just feel like they're gonna be a target now almost for what they did, because I mean, Remo's kind of out of it because he passed the paperwork to 1090 Jake. From what I understand, Remo's the one who gathered the information and passed it off to 1090 Jake. I think he had a feeling not to put that out. He passed it off to 1090 Jake. 1090 Jake went ahead and made a video about it to get clicks, and he tried to basically do him like the BMF do Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand. Larry Hoover is not like Big Meech though. That's kind of crazy though. Like that Rick Ross song, they both in a situation where they could both be free. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, both of them could be free. BMF, Big Meech is already out. He's been laying low ever since he got out. And that little, you know, they was trying to put that on his name, some dirt on his name, like he told. Now they trying to do that. It's like they trying to do that to all the OGs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not even right what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because these people have a legacy, and they got a lot of respect built up. And then, you know what I'm saying, they got a lot of respect on their name. And then you got these internet bloggers trying to find dirt like Trap Lord Ross and, you know what I'm saying, 1090 Jake. It's like now I'm seeing what a culture vulture really is. You know what I'm saying? Now it makes sense why people are calling certain people culture vultures, because you're just not in tune with the culture if you're trying to put out videos like that about Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're not in tune. You're just not in tune. You know what I'm saying? With the culture. You know what I'm saying? shout out to WAD 100 for getting that interview from James Highsmith. You cleared on Larry's name. The real ones already knew that was some bogus paperwork anyways. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, the real ones already knew that was bogus paperwork. So Larry Hoover's a GD legend, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you know what I'm saying, the top when it comes to that. And for him to have, you know, for them to try to act like he wasn't thorough, like he wasn't legit like that, you know what I'm saying, that was bad. That was all bad, you know what I'm saying, what 1090 Jake was trying to do and Remo, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I have to allege that it was Remo involved in the paperwork, but that's what I've been hearing from the streets, from my sources. They're saying Remo from No Jumper was involved in this paperwork, and, you know what I'm saying, he passed it off to 1090. So we're going to just go with that, you know what I'm saying? For now, we just know for sure 1090 Jake's involved because he's the one who put out the video, gathered the information, and dug deeper. He didn't just let it go. He had to do that. You know what I'm saying? He feels like he had to do that for what? You know what I'm saying? For clicks? Trying to get clicks and disrespecting a legend. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, at this point, you can't even you can't say that, you know what I'm saying, Larry Hoover is not eligible for a pardon. Like, he can get a pardon right now. So he can actually get a state pardon and be out like within, I'm hearing by a month or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people are working on it, applying pressure. They're saying, give him the pardon. Let Larry Hoover free. You know what I'm saying? He did his time. He did 40, like he's been in jail for a long time. I think since 1974 or something, really. Now he's 74. All them 7-4s just come full circle now. 7-4, and then the GDs represent 7-4. So, you know what I'm saying, Larry Hoover is 74, and that's crazy if he gets out by time, you know what I'm saying, like a month goes by or something, and he might be able to walk free. I don't think anyone should really crash out just because, I mean, it's at this point, it's like, I know people was mad at 1090 Jake, but at this point, you know what I'm saying, there has to be another way to, you know what I'm saying, to crash out than to actually crash out, you know what I'm saying, because at this point, people is very upset with 1090 Jake and probably Remo at this point, but I don't think, so Remo's kind of getting out of it because he was in the background of all this. He wasn't really forefront in this. You know, it sounds like he slid that information. So I don't think people even really know that Remo might have been involved in this for sure. So, but I know 1090 Jake, I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, I mean, you don't want to ruin Larry's chances. So 1090 Jake, I mean, you just don't want to see too much. It's like you almost don't want to see nothing happen just because you want to make sure that Larry gets out. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see nothing happen to the boy, but you know what I'm saying, 1090 Jake, he should definitely apologize. I think at least I think that would be a good solution for now, would be for 1090 Jake to correct that video, remove that video, and issue a statement video denouncing that video. And I think he needs to make a public apology to the GDs and to Larry Hoover. I think that would be a great start of getting this thing resolved, because I just know a lot of people are upset with it was disgusting, you know what I'm saying, that he made that video in the first place. I think Remo should probably issue an apology as well, cause that ain't what's up, you know what I'm saying, what they did, trying to tarnish his legacy and his name like that, you know what I'm saying. Because, I mean, you don't have to go and make a video about every little thing that you think, you know, especially if you weren't sure. You know what I'm saying? We got the dude James Highsmith, the actual shooter, talking about Larry never told on him. He said Larry never made no statements. So what was we really doing? What is we really talking about here? You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, 1090 Jake owes Larry Hoover and the GDs an apology, as far as I'm concerned. I think that would be a good start. In a retraction video as well. Remove the video talking about how, you know, what he talked about. Remove that video, take that down, and issue a public apology to Larry Hoover and the GDs. I think that'd be appropriate. Let's start there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. This has been Rap Hits, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get over 100 likes on this video. Also, make sure you subscribe and all that. And follow Rap Hits on social media. All links are in the comment section and description box. I'm out.
Before we get into that, Dad, let's just go ahead and confront the actual, your claim to fame of the allegations of shooting Larry Hoover. What do you have to say about that, your claim to fame?
Let me say that. This man think that my claim to shame is shooting a young 18-year-old Larry Hoover when I was 18 years old. Brother, you vastly mistaken. That's my claim to shame. That I shot a guy who turned out to be one of the most hell of a dudes in this city. And let's go to that. We so much into trying to destroy one another